Happy Sunday! Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. I am Kevin, although someone who will remain nameless called me a fragile city boy. I won't tell you who that was. Faceless. Excuse me. But we'll get into that in a minute. In terms of reading this past week, I read The Ruins by Scott Smith. I rated this a 4.2 out of 5. If you get a chance, check out Trav's bookshelf. He recently picked up a copy of this that he plans to read. I thought it was interesting. He had a kind of a book haul video he launched today, so check that out. I also read Bad Monkey by Carl Hiaasen. This was a pick from you all. I posted some books on my TBR and let you decide which one. You picked this. I rated this a 3.5 out of 5. I also read Hostage by Robert Krass, and I gave that a 4.7 out of 5. It was a recommendation from Professor X. I would show you the copy, but my mom wanted it, so I gave it to her. Mom, check out your mailbox. I put it in there. And then I read 2 short stories for my Saturday Shorts series. The first one being Trapped by Dean Koontz, which was in his collection Strange Highways. I gave that a 4.4 out of 5. And then the other short story was by Jeffrey Deaver, and it was entitled An Acceptable Sacrifice, and it is in the Otto Penzler collection Biblio Mysteries, which all these short stories deal with books or book shops. But I thought it was really cool. I rated it a 4 out of 5 as well. And overall, I gave my the average score for this week, short stories and books, was a 4.2, so it was a really solid week in terms of reading. In terms of videos this past week, let's talk about that. I had 3 book reviews. I did another video in the Why You Should Read series, and that one revolved around Harry Potter and kind of give you my overall thoughts around finishing that series. And then I did another book haul video, book haul number 20. I also did, obviously, my short story series on yesterday. And then I did a channel update number 3 from the trails. People seem to like my vlogs from the trails, so that was interesting, and I plan to do more. And then I did a miscellaneous video around Do Book Ratings Matter, and it got a lot of attention, primarily thanks to Steve Donahue, who is an interesting character and made mention, kind of piggybacked off my video and gave me a shout out, and a lot of his subscribers came over and asked questions. It was the most comments and engagement I've had in one video in my 6 months on YouTube. So I really appreciate that. Appreciate Steve. So it kind of dovetails into kind of the community and what's going on. All of us talking about books, making comments, new subscribers. Definitely have seen an influx in both of those things. And I keep saying I'm going to do a separate video addressing all these, but I'm going to run through them really quick because there's a lot. So in terms of activity this week, I had things from Graz at the GKBC, Logan at Novel Insights, Faceless, CJ Rated Books, Being Lamb 2176, Steve Donahue, Ingrid Fitz 5677, Kunal T, Book Chat with Pat. She has a great channel. You should check her out as well. Dustin Ackerman, Amex GT, Xanadu Castle, that is Bio Phoenix over there, young guy just starting out, check his channel out. Jaco 3076, Kyle Williams 7372, Little Big Library, Hide and Read, Patty Page 6723, Nully, Estella Jones, Reading Ideas, he's from across the pond, you should check out his content as well. Keese, Albert the Conjugator, also another person with a young kid with a channel, and you should check it out. Dustin Neely, Foxing and Fiction, which is Ian. Professor X, Kirill Arsovsky. Sorry if I butchered that. Vuchatra. Tom Metz, Ash Radiohead 1. I like that name. Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff. Mac Films. Miss Ladybug's 1974. My mom, again. Trav's Bookshelf. Check out Trav. Nagel Bagel. Joe Nickel. Julian 4327. Mega Whopping Cosmic Bookworm. That takes the cake on interesting names. Toodleskay, Steve Bolahan, Music Room 7185, Monet Doyle 3631, Nerdishly Active, longtime subscriber, Jack Walter 5970, Phil Traberis, Bucky 749, and Bookless Pete. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of comments. I try to take down everyone that makes a comment or a new subscriber, so I really appreciate it. It's really growing and growing and growing. So in terms of reading this week, so what am I reading? And this is an interesting topic this week because there's definitely some extras here. In terms of books, I'm going to pick up The Spear That Cuts Through Water. I actually already started this. I'm not very far in, but I started this book. This is a standalone fantasy by Simon Jimenez. I've have this on my TBR and my radar for quite some time, so I'm looking forward to getting to this. I have the first of the last 3 Jack Reacher novels that I haven't read to get me current. This is The Sentinel. It's by Lee Child and Andrew Child. I did try to read this a couple of years ago. I DNF'd it, so I want to get back to it and give it a shot. I just want to continue to read Reacher. And so I want to make sure I can complete that series. So I'm reading this. And then I'm going to be reading Sackett's Land. And so Hide and Read is, and some others like Austin, Outer World Media, Faceless, Ian from Fox and Fiction, some other channels as well. We're all taking a wagon trail and we're going to group read the Sackett series, read a couple books a month. So we're starting out with Sackett's Land, which is book 1, the Sackett series, and then To the Faraway Blue Mountains, which is book 2. So we're going to be reading these in September. So Sackett's Land, the first book, is going to be on my reading for this week, and so I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, if you want to join in, there's time. Definitely, reach out to Hide and Read. He's the captain. He is the leader. And just stay away from Faceless. Faceless thinks too highly of himself, and I wouldn't. Yeah, you want to go to Hide and Read. He's the level-headed one. But anyways, that's what I'll be reading this week. My focus is those 3 books. Obviously, I'll have 2 short stories again. I think 2 this feels right with that series. So I'm going to have 2 new ones. Again, this is going to be a surprise. It'll be 2 authors I haven't done yet either. So I like to keep it, not really rotating, but right now I'm going to keep it fresh every week with different authors. So I'm really enjoying that. In terms of a TBR update, so that leaves, after this week, only the Molly pick, My Sister's Grave, on my TBR. So I need to get to that as well. The big goal, though, besides the Sackett series read and obviously trying to work my way through my TBR, is I need to get to book 1 of the Dandelion Dynasty. It's up there, The Way of Kings. That needs to happen in September because I'm going to do 1 book a month for the rest of the year and try to knock out that series because it's so highly rated. And I love Ken Liu's writing, so I'm going to be reading that in September as well, so that would be on the lookout for that. I will obviously have to do a new TBR reshuffle, so that is going to be on upcoming videos. This week is going to be crazy for upcoming videos, I'm afraid. I'm going to have several book reviews. We're going to have another short story series. I want to give you guys my take on a 6-month YouTube lessons learned update, what I've learned, what has been great, what has maybe not been great. Obviously, we started the new month, so I need to do my August wrap up, and then we may have a miscellaneous video here and there. So it's gonna be a busy week in terms of videos as well. So I hope you're having a great Sunday. I hope you're having a great Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you're getting some reading done, some relaxation in, and so I am planning to knock out quite a bit of this book tonight and tomorrow, so I can focus on some other reads. There's plenty on the horizon, and it's all positive. So I hope you're having a great Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.